Firewalls are one of the most important and most misunderstood parts of cybersecurity. Every time you connect to the internet, whether you're checking email, streaming a video, or logging into a bank account, a firewall is quietly working in the background, making decisions about what gets in and what stays out. At its core, a firewall is a filter. It sits between a trusted network like your home computer or a company's internal system and an untrusted network, usually the internet. Its job is simple in concept, but complex in execution. Monitor incoming and outgoing traffic and block anything that looks suspicious or unauthorized. To understand why firewalls matter, it helps to look at what the internet actually is. It's not a single secure space, it's a massive network of connected devices, many of which are constantly scanning for weaknesses. Automated bots sweep across IP addresses, looking for open ports, outdated software, or misconfigured systems. Without protection, your device would be exposed to a constant stream of probing and potential attacks. This is where firewalls step in. They enforce a set of rules, often called security policies. These rules determine what kind of traffic is allowed. For example, a firewall might allow web traffic on port 80 and 443, but block everything else. It can allow outgoing connections while restricting unsolicited incoming ones. Every packet of data is inspected and compared against these rules before it is allowed through. There are different types of firewalls, and they've evolved significantly over time. The earliest ones were packet filtering firewalls. These operate at a basic level, examining individual packets of data based on things like source IP address, destination IP, port numbers, and protocol. They're fast and efficient, but they don't understand the context of the traffic. Next came stateful inspection firewalls. These are more advanced because they keep track of active connections. Instead of evaluating packets in isolation, they understand whether a packet is part of an established session. This makes them much more secure and far better at distinguishing legitimate traffic from malicious activity. Then there are proxy firewalls, also known as application layer firewalls. These act as intermediaries between the user and the destination server. Instead of allowing direct connections, they receive the request, analyze it, and then forward it on your behalf. This allows for deep inspection of the data, including the contents of web requests, which can help detect more sophisticated threats. Modern networks often rely on next-generation firewalls, sometimes called NGFWs. These combine traditional firewall capabilities with advanced features like deep packet inspection, intrusion prevention systems, application awareness, and even user identity tracking. Instead of just blocking ports or IP addresses, they can identify specific applications and enforce rules based on them. For example, a company could allow access to a web browser but block certain types of file transfers within it. Firewalls can be implemented in different ways. Hardware firewalls are physical devices that sit at the edge of a network. often used by businesses to protect entire systems. Software firewalls, on the other hand, are installed directly on individual devices. Most operating systems today come with built-in firewall functionality, providing a basic layer of protection for everyday users. It's also important to understand what firewalls cannot do. A firewall is not a complete security solution. It won't protect you from clicking on a malicious link, downloading infected files, or falling victim to social engineering attacks. If harmful traffic is allowed by the firewall rules, it can still pass through. That's why firewalls are typically used alongside other security tools like antivirus software, intrusion detection systems, and endpoint protection. Another key limitation is encrypted traffic. Today, a large portion of internet traffic is encrypted using protocols like HTTPS. While this is essential for privacy, it also makes it harder for firewalls to inspect the contents of that traffic. Some advanced firewalls can perform SSL inspection, but this comes with trade-offs in performance and privacy. Firewalls are also critical in enterprise environments where the stakes are much higher. Organizations use them to segment networks, isolating sensitive systems from less secure areas. For example, a company might separate its internal database servers from public-facing web servers. Even if one part of the network is compromised, the firewall can help prevent attackers from moving laterally. Configuration is everything when it comes to firewalls. A poorly configured firewall can be just as dangerous as having no firewall at all. Rules that are too strict can block legitimate traffic and disrupt operations. Rules that are too lenient can leave systems exposed. Security professionals spend a significant amount of time fine-tuning these rules to strike the right balance between usability and protection. Firewalls also generate logs, detailed records of traffic and decisions. These logs are incredibly valuable for monitoring and incident response. They can reveal patterns of suspicious activity, attempted intrusions, or misconfigurations. In many cases, these logs are fed into larger systems like security information and event management platforms, which analyze data across an entire network. As cyber threats continue to evolve, so do firewalls. Attackers are constantly developing new techniques to bypass traditional defenses, including tunneling malicious traffic through allowed ports or disguising it as legitimate activity. In response, modern firewalls are becoming more intelligent, incorporating machine learning and behavior analysis to detect anomalies. Shoot. In a world where nearly everything is connected, from smartphones to smart homes to industrial systems, the role of firewalls has never been more important. They are a foundational layer of defense, acting as gatekeepers that help control the flow of data and reduce the risk of unauthorized access. Every time you go online, there's a silent decision-making process happening in the background. Data is being evaluated, rules are being applied, and potential threats are being stopped before they ever reach you. That's the firewall at work, constantly filtering, constantly protecting, and constantly adapting to an ever-changing digital landscape. Thank you for listening. You're awesome.